Well, some other headlines making news this morning, and who better to talk about them than this group? 24/7 crew. Brett Larson is not by himself today. Welcome back to Jared Max. We've got 2/3 of the team back. Carly's still enjoying a little bit of a summer vacay. So good morning. Who shall we start with first, Brett?
Google's in trouble with the president again. The president sent out some tweets this morning claiming that Google is biased to right-wing media and saying that when you Google the president, if you Google Trump news on Google News, you get fake news, which is weird because here it is, where you can see search results for Trump news shows only the viewing reporting of fake news media. I encourage the president to sit down in front of a computer and Google Trump news, as I did this morning, because the first story I found was one on the Wall Street Journal about this tweet on Fox and Friends this morning. So that kind of shows you how the Google search results work. Google search results are based on several parameters. We've talked about their algorithms a lot. There's several different things that they do, and it is a trade secret, so we don't know them exactly. But they look at things like if it's a mobile-ready website. They look at how much content the site actually creates, so that you tend to go towards more reliable news sources. You're going to go to a Fox News versus, Jared Max and Friends News, which may only have like 1,000 viewers a month, whereas Fox News is going to have several.
All right, so let's get this in here so that we heard the president's side of the story, because he woke up and was tweeting about that. Yes. Google has now responded to the president's tweet saying this: when users type queries into the Google search bar, our goal is to make sure they receive the most relevant answers in a matter of seconds. Search is not used to set a political agenda, and we don't bias our results toward any political ideology.
Yes, and from all the technology that I understand and all the algorithms that we know, that is true. What Google is saying is true.
But Jared, a lot of conservatives say they think it's skewed against them.
Well, I think that the term there we just saw the word is relevant. Relevant to whom? Right? I mean, isn't that where it comes down to? If I put in the search, why do these always?
Right, and
also,
sometimes
it's not even a political.
Google searches are also based on your own Google search history, so it also has something to do with the user, where you go, where you live. That is also going to affect.
Let's talk about the big money in football.
Wow. Odell Beckham Jr. makes the prettiest catches of all receivers in football. We've seen it, the great one-handed grabs of the New York Giants. So he gets a 5-year contract extension worth up to $95 million. What's most important here to look at is that $65 million of the $95 million is guaranteed. We're seeing a big change in the NFL in the last couple months. A lot more money in guaranteed contracts. The current collective bargaining agreement wraps up in 2020, and a lot of people say we're going to have a strike. There's going to be a work stoppage then, because the players want to be pushing for fully guaranteed contracts. You have it in Major League Baseball, fully guaranteed contracts in the NBA, and also in the NHL, except for some rare buyouts. Well, football, injuries, a study found, are almost 5 times more likely to happen in an NFL game. These are the guys who need it. What I would very much like to see, let's look at the little guys, all the special teams players, the guys who aren't going to make it that long. I would like to see mandatory minimums for guaranteed contracts for all players.
Yes, absolutely, just like baseball.
5 years, $95 million.
It's almost $20 million a year.
Yeah, we each get $5 million for talking about
it. All right. Wow. Brett and Jared, nice to have the two of you back. Let's see if we can get the whole band back together soon. Thank you very much to both of you.